360 million followers, no words, just silence. And that hand gesture just got industrialized for $975 million. Now, here's what makes this deal genius. Khaby wasn't just bought, he became a controlling shareholder in the company that bought him. This is Calyx Consult. Welcome to today's episode of Business Decision Analysis. My name is Hilary. In this episode, we are breaking down how the TikToker from Senegal might just have written the playbook for every creative watching this. January 11, 2026, Rich Sparkle Holdings, a US publicly listed company, announced that it has acquired Step Distinctive Limited, which is Khaby core operating company. The deal was worth $900 to $975 million. Now, here is what makes this deal very interesting. They brought in a Chinese commerce giant to help with Khaby's commercialization. Now, this commercial giant has already 400 million more followers. 400 million more followers. They project $4 billion in revenue annually for 3 years. Let's quickly dive into the principles or the underlying reasoning behind a deal such as this. Principle number 1, convert attention into equity. Many creators chase brand deals, 50,000 there, 100,000 here, but Khaby said no, and then proceeded not only to monetize his content, but capitalized it. Now, there's a difference. Brand deals are income and they end when you stop working. Equity, on the other hand, is wealth, and it compounds when the system can work without you. By this deal, Khaby became a controlling shareholder in a US publicly listed company. That's not followership, that is ownership. Principle number 2, build for replication, not just for reach. Here is what most people missed about this deal. They gave Khaby's Face ID, Voice ID, and behavioral patterns to an AI system. Now, his content can be created in multiple languages, running multiple live streams across multiple time frames simultaneously. Khaby is no longer just a content creator. He has become a content factory, a system that can scale beyond any human limits. That's not influence, that is infrastructure. You might be thinking, I don't have 360 million followers. Most people actually don't. But these principles, they scale. If you're a content creator doing brand partnership, it's fine, but that is you selling your time for money. Instead, build an operating company around your content, register it, own the IP, and structure it for investment. When someone wants to work with you, they're not just paying you, they're rather investing in a company that can scale way beyond you. Imagine this, you're a Nigerian food content creator. Right now, brands pay you to make posts. Tomorrow, you own a company that has a cookbook IP, a recipe app, and maybe an e-commerce selling spices. When brands approach you, they're no longer approaching you to make posts. They're approaching you now to buy an equity in your ecosystem. That way, even when you stop posting, when you stop working, when you stop being active, your company is still in operation, still raking in money for you. That is capitalization. What you have to do now, find an operational partner. Don't try to do it all by yourself. Find brands that have operations that you do not, partner with them and build something bigger. For investors watching this, what should you be looking out for? Creators with structured businesses, not just followers. Don't invest in someone because they have 2 million followers. However, invest because they have a registered business, a registered IP, and a replicable content system that can create revenue even when they stop working. As an investor, look for operational gaps you can fill. The real opportunity isn't just in famous creators. but in creators with audience but do not have operations. Together, you can create what Khaby and Rich Sparkle Holding just created. Whether this Khaby's deal will convert is a different ball game. Whether they will make 4 billion or 400 million is another story. However, the lessons remain. These principles are tested, the frameworks are scalable. To every creative watching this, you don't need 360 million followers. Structure your content, look for operational capitals and scale. Convert your audience, your influence to equity. And to every investor, the next Khaby may be in your streets right now, creating content.